I love it. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I love it so much. I love Valentine's Day. It's my fucking favorite holiday.
To be completely honest, I am a girly that loves the finer things in life, so I love to be wined and dined, and yeah, that's what it is. Tell me you know this song.
Valentine's Day is a Hallmark holiday, guys. They invented it for...
Overpriced. And I guess I could go into more of it, like, but overpriced is just like one. Ethan.
Celebrate Valentine's Day. Me and my fiance, we don't really do that. Like, Valentine's Day for us is every day. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it should just be for couples. I think it's just like appreciation and a day for like love for one another. It can be an excuse to go take your partner out on a nice date, and it could also just be an excuse for you and your friends to hang.
Just another reason Americans spend money. I feel my hands up in the air sometimes. But it's also like a massacre. So like, why are we celebrating that? That's my take on Valentine's Day.
So far, like, to be honest, not like I haven't had an amazing Valentine's Day ever. I don't know, weird thing, but I don't think so.
It's you in that sundress on weekends in early April, spring. Your eyes in the sunset where the beach ends and sand beneath our feet. You laugh in the morning and the evening when we can't fall asleep. It's anywhere, it's anything.
You know, I just broke up with my husband, so I'm not doing anything on Valentine's. That's sad, right? But it's life, so we have to keep going. No matter what happened to you, if you're crying, you gotta live your life and cry together.
Damn. Well, to be honest, Chad, shit, I've been married and still haven't had a good Valentine's Day, so I don't even know, bitch. What the fuck? That's a good ass question though, homie. I don't know.
That's so last Valentine's Day I got both broken up with and kicked out. So I no longer believe in love. So yeah, I was asking too many questions, so gave me the boot.
I've never been, like, for Valentine's Day, guys don't go out of their way to do anything for me. Like, we either break up before Valentine's Day because they're cheaters, or they just, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, they don't want to spend anything on me on Valentine's Day. This is why they break up with me. Oh my God. That's why. Wallahi, I just realized I haven't made it to Valentine's Day except for one time. And I had to literally claw my way through that relationship. He didn't even really do anything for me for Valentine's Day even. Yeah, I'm not the type of girl people do things for. Like, let me take that back. In the past. Now, as of today, like, yeah, yes and no. But I fall out with so many people and it's just like, ugh, you know? Maybe I'll do something for my best friend. But like, as far as like a man, I've had a lot of people donate to my business present day. But when it comes to the old me, and you would think, because I was a baddie back then, I was really pretty. I was skinny. I had like,
I'm just going to say, as a whole, when I was married, I was never celebrated. And that was like, I want to say as a whole, like
Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, birthdays, stuff like that. I was never celebrated and I was never appreciated. So I feel like that really left a huge mark on me. That made me feel like I've never been truly loved or appreciated. And to this day, I've never received anything for Valentine's Day or really my birthday. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling like true love doesn't exist, or in the form of love that I thought love was doesn't exist. Maybe love is just not for me, or the love that I want is not for me, but I truly believe that like I've always wanted to be loved out loud, like affectionately with gifts and stuff, because that's how I am. Would be ask anybody in my family or my friends, like I love out loud, gift giving, words of affirmation. I'm very affectionate, so I just feel like the love that I give, I will never receive in return. But yeah, that's kind of long.
All week before the Valentine's days, I like asking my boyfriend, like, do you remember that this Valentine's days, we need to celebrate it, we need to spend this day together? He likes, yeah, okay. And 3 days before the Valentine's Day, he said me that he going out, hang out with his friends in Valentine's Day. I'm starting arguing with him because this is our day, this is our holiday, we need to spend this together because this is first our Valentine's Day. So we have a wait. He said that he have some really important business, like he need to stay home and do something important, like he need. I'm like, okay, that's sad, but okay, we can spend day after Valentine's Day, we can do something together after this, if you need to do something important. And I find out that he lied me, that he lied about he has something important, and he is going with his friends and computer school, like he in Valentine's Day played and something, I don't know, in PC club, in computers club, he played with his friends. I don't know, he's played like Kids Go or Fortnite, I don't remember. So, in fact, he was lying to me, and he left me alone on Valentine's Day. He wanted to spend it with his friend. Yeah, I was so mad at him. I found out this so fast, and I haven't talked with him like almost a week. Then he came to me like with chocolate. He apologized, but I still think that it was not enough, and this was so bad. Like he do real bad thing. I don't like it. This was really so sad. This was disgusting. And I felt like really loneliness. I felt like I'm thinking like, oh my god, why he want to spend Valentine's Day with me? Because I thought like we love each other. Why? It's one day in whole year for couples, for people who love each other. And he like, oh, I'm going out with my friends. Okay, boy, okay, I got you.
It's like music wrapped in soft grace. You caught my eye with that knowing smile, like you read the story, hidden all the while. When the storms come
Okay, so hot take. I don't really care for Valentine's Day. I know that is kind of a hot take, but I think it's just like another day to like celebrate the relationship you're in. And so I feel like true love, people actually like show up every day, or like the days where it matters, which isn't only like Valentine's Day or Christmas or things like that. So yeah, I think that, but yeah, a Valentine's Day memory, I don't really have a specific one because like, I don't know, I have a love memory I can share. My senior year of college, I started dating this guy, and it was during COVID, and he actually lives in Jordan now, so like in the Middle East, and that's kind of the reason we broke up, because I live in Colorado, and it was kind of like, oh, I don't want to move to the desert and he doesn't want to move here, so like it was kind of like, okay, like our lives are just not going in the same direction, so we're just going to break up. But anyways, basically, like, I guess a story is, I could even talk about that breakup, because honestly the breakup was like true, like it was like real love. Like, I don't want you to change for me, and I don't want, like, I didn't want him to change for me either. So it was kind of like, I love you, but like we have different trajectories in life, and so we're gonna break up because I want the best for you, and the best for you isn't with me any longer. So I guess that relationship was really monumental in my life and definitely made me see love in a different light, like what true love actually feels like and is. So yeah.
Valentine's Day is such a overrated holiday. I'm not one that's really in it. If the person I'm with buys me like flowers or something, I'm not gonna be like, but it's not something that I give a lot of stock into. I actually got married to my ex 2 days before Valentine's Day, so our anniversary was always around Valentine's Day.
I haven't really had much in the way of like Valentine's. I had one. I was with a guy for 3 years, and then he ended up leaving me for his girl best friend. And he's the only person who's ever met my dad.
I think it's cool. I spend it alone every year, but for 18 years. Can you believe that? Valentine's Day and Christmas. Really, all holidays I've spent single.
I was in my 20s.
Awesome.
My first ever, my ex-motherfucker didn't plan shit. Motherfucker didn't plan shit, so I had to wait for him late at night to come up with last minute plans, and that should have been the day that I walked away. But I was stupid in my 20s. So I guess that's the lesson. Like, don't accept less than you deserve. That's my lesson. But I think I was, I didn't know my self-worth at the time, or like, I had been with him, I think, for a couple of months, so maybe he had started to, like, bring down my self-worth. But now, like, I was talking to this guy, and I keep, like, I'm like, I'm the fucking prize here, sir, okay? Like, and if you don't want to talk to me, that's a you problem, but I'm not gonna fucking accept breadcrumbs.
To be honest. I'm not gonna lie. If you're in a relationship and they go all out for Valentine's Day, but they don't do anything for you, Icon Tiger, hello. If they don't do anything for you except for on Valentine's Day, yeah, that's like a no-go for me. I like to be spoiled all the time. But yeah. And I spoil a lot. I'm very much a gift giver.
That's an interesting question. So, you guys, I'm single, I live alone, I don't really give a shit about holidays. I'm gonna be just very honest with you. I'm grateful that my friends invite me out to Christmas because I enjoy spending time with them, but if I was just doing me, I wouldn't really care about holidays. My birthday, that's a different story. I celebrate that one every year. But as far as holidays go, to me, it's just like it's another day. If you have somebody in your life that you care about and you want to show them some extra appreciation, then Valentine's Day is a good day to do that. But I also think if you have people in your lives that you give a shit about, you should be trying to do that throughout the year, not just on one day. So that's my opinion on Valentine's Day.
Change how you see love or relationships. I think that Valentine's Day should be every day when it comes to love. But I don't know. I don't really remember a lot of my Valentine's Days. This year I'll be by myself, and I think I might go for dinner. So a lot of the time I have not been in a relationship. I don't remember the last time I was in a relationship for Valentine's Day.
I don't know. Valentine's Day is a little bit overrated. I think Valentine's Day should be more for the people who aren't in a relationship than are. No offense to the people who are. You guys are already theoretically as happy as you should possibly be and have your time. But I think bars and stuff should really host more like singles events. Every day is Valentine's Day, exactly. Like, be in love with yourself. One thing I think that they should do at Valentine's Day, because it's coming up, I have a roll of these. Whoops. I have a roll of these. Hello, my name is stickers. They should have an event on Valentine's Day where if you're single, you show up, you get one of these. It's not speed dating. You just put a fucking pouch on your, like at the fucking bar or whatever, you just put your name on your chest. You're gonna have so much better success with like that kind of an event than like trying to cater to fucking happy couples, because who gives a fuck about that? I'm just kidding. I don't know. The one thing about like relationships and stuff that has kind of changed my mentality, or even Valentine's Day, I guess, is just that like when you find someone you love, you kind of want to make a tradition out of showing that you love them. So for the first time in my life, Valentine's Day has actually felt more like it might actually mean something to me, if that answers your question a little, because there's someone in my life who I care about. People, like people might want them. Like, what is one of the greatest tragedies of going to the bar and meeting someone cool? Like, do you necessarily stop to ask what someone's name is to make sure you'll know what it is after that night's over? Fuck, it never happens. You just have a good time with the people you're around. If they had a fucking label with their name on it, you'd never have to think to ask them. You just remember because you were seeing it all night. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't have to, like, even if you asked them early on, you wouldn't forget then. So it's like, oh, I remember that guy, that was his name, or that was their name, or whatever, you know? Like, you have something to actually go on. Or, I mean, nowadays, fuck, who doesn't want to fucking self-promote? Just put, like, your name, and then put, like, where you can be found on the internet as well. Like, fuck, who knows? Who cares? It's just like, you want to, hey, don't do that.
And, like, I don't know why I've always felt, like, really disconnected from Valentine's Day. And a lot of it, I think, has to do with the fact that my parents were always in, like, a tumultuous relationship. And they fought a lot. And I thought that it was confusing. It confused me a lot because I was like, you know, they should be the poster for Valentine's Day. They should be so deeply in love because that's when they got married. And that was like my innocent brain thinking that's how, you know, Valentine's Day should be all about, like, hearts and rainbows and you know, love and happiness and stuff like that. My parents got a divorce, and I always think about how my parents were married on Valentine's Day, and they had a terrible marriage. So that's kind of how I think
My
about
birthday's on Valentine's Day. I think it's definitely like a capitalist holiday. I don't think it's like a real holiday. From my birthday's perspective, like as a kid, it was fun. But as an adult, it's hard to celebrate my birthday because they jack all of the prices, like literally on Valentine's Day. Like everything is like 3 times what it normally would be. And then also like when you celebrate your birthday, you want to have your friends around and stuff. If your friends are in relationships, 9 times out of 10, they're going to prioritize being with their boo. So if your friends aren't single, that's another thing that you have to consider. So celebrating my birthday, like it is hard, especially if I'm single and like my friends aren't single. I always have to like set up a birthday party either before or after my actual birthday. Like it's very hard to celebrate as a group the day of my birthday.
It used to be like in elementary school or like when I was in school, it was really fun. You know, you'd make your box, all your classmates would get you a Valentine and you feel really happy and really special. And then as you got older and you stopped doing the boxes and things like that, that's when it got a little like, I think one of my big goals this year is to make a bigger friend circle. So I'd love to eventually do like a Galentine's, if at all possible, you know, my homegirls and stuff. But yeah, those single years, like, Valentine's Day was the worst.
One specifically, my really good friend Jess, we started something called Galentine, not like the origination of Galentine's Day, but Galentine's Day amongst our friend group. Her and I went, oh my gosh, it probably was like 6 years ago now. We took each other out for Valentine's Day because we were always consistently like the girls that were single on Valentine's Day. So we always took ourselves out to like a really, really nice dinner. We would spend some money on like a nice steak and glasses of wine. Then we would go out dancing. And then we started inviting more of girlfriends just as we met them. We started inviting them to come with us. And then we would go out and it was just so much fun. So yeah, those are some of my favorite memories of Valentine's Day because I just really love spending time with all my girlfriends.
Every Valentine's Day, when partners don't show their loved ones the love and things that they deserve, it just proves to me that it doesn't have to be a special day to do those things. So Valentine's Day is all a money grab.
Probably the rose dying. No, I don't know. Every time my roses die, I keep them forever. My mom gets me a Valentine's gifts. She gets me like a box of chocolates and then a certain color rose. She has a certain color rose for each of her kids.
My dad used to bring me flowers and a card to school every day. Or on every Valentine's Day. And then I'd get called down to the office. And I really enjoyed that.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefighter.
What about you?
1914 by WB.
Well, I mean, it's been a long time since I've even been on any kind of date. It's been over 13 years since I've been out on a date. By choice, obviously. So if I'm being honest, I don't even remember a Valentine's Day dinner that I've ever had. Like, I can remember making food for myself at home on a Valentine's Day, and I can remember going out to dinner with my daughter for Valentine's Day. But as far as a partner, I don't even have any I have zero recollection of of any Valentine's dinner that I've ever had. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice to know who I am without another person influencing who I am. And so after my last relationship, which was a real how do I put it? It encouraged growth in me. Let's just say that. Incredible growth. I needed some time to detox from everything my mind and emotions and mental status had been through and was going through. And I wanted to rediscover who I was after I had been changed by all of that. Because I didn't know. I didn't know anymore. I didn't know who I was. And when I started to be alone, which I love, by the way, I've always loved being alone. I've always been someone who prefers my own solitude, because then I can do what I want to do. Salacious, or that I want to be. I live a very vanilla life by choice. I would rather be dropped in the middle of a field with no one 1,000 miles from me than to be dropped in the middle of a room with people I can't connect with, but I'm trying. It's exhausting. It's draining. Because I am a connector and I'm trying to connect with everybody. And if there's a whole bunch of people, I can't. And in Los Angeles, Hollywood specifically, conversations do not go where I am desiring them to go. They're staying up on top and they're not diving deep. And if they are diving deep, it's some woo-woo, wah-wah, hoopty-doopty weird shit, something. And I just want to have a real conversation with people like I used to, from places that I used to live, who weren't living in a place because they're on a mission to climb a ladder.
I do not know.
Cool guy.
Valentine's Day, you guys, it's like, I believe it's like a different religion's holiday. In Islam, we do not follow Valentine's Day. We do not follow, we do not celebrate Christmas or any of these holidays that America, celebrates. As for what exactly, I don't know, guys.
I wouldn't say this changed how I see love or relationships, but it definitely taught me what I will tolerate and what I will not. And I'm a lot more harsh now on things than I was with my husband.
So, I feel like I love Valentine's Day. I do think it's a little weird that people think that Valentine's Day is just for the female. I've never thought that. I thought it was for both partners to receive something. And then they're like, oh, well, it's Sweetest Day. Okay, so we're only supposed to make men feel good on one day? No. I got a story actually about Valentine's Day.
My birthday. If you don't treat me right, I was born on Valentine's Day. If you don't treat me out right on my birthday, it's fuck you. Valentine's Day or not. So that's your answer. If you treat me bad on my birthday, you fucking hate me. You must hate me. You never liked me.
Anytime that I was in a relationship and it was Valentine's Day and they didn't show up in a capacity, I think that showed me what the relationship was. Because how do you not do something thoughtful? And unfortunately, I've been in situations, but it's never about you. It's about what they're able to give. And if they don't have anything to give, you know, but I'm really more on thoughtfulness. Like, make me breakfast. Like, I would make them breakfast, but like, all right, have a good day. But I've never been in a situation like that again or since. So I think that really changed. And also too, like, how people show up for you, you know? I think that really shows you how you can view love and relationships. But not every situation is always going to be the same. So what might fall short for one person, another person might come into your life and not fall short in those ways, you know? So you can't put your past traumas from a previous relationship and project it onto your new relationship, you know? But it's good to be mindful about it.
That's deep. A Valentine's Day memory. I don't know. I don't know if I can really answer that. That's a tough one, honestly. It's mainly, I don't know, like, for Valentine's Day, I mainly just take my girlfriend out to dinner here and there, which is kind of a chill day, but I don't know. I don't think really answer that. I genuinely don't know. If I could answer the question a different way, like what's the best piece of advice I can get from relationships? It would be probably patience. Patience, knowing that I would say patience. What am I trying to say? I'm getting stuck.
Actually, this is the first Valentine, like I haven't not had a Valentine. This is the first Valentine's Day, but I haven't really celebrated, I think, this year. I've always like been in a relationship, honestly, so I'm not feeling like sad about it, honestly. I mean, I would love a gift, I guess, or to be treated, get my hair done, an excuse to look cute, but that's okay. But good or bad, good. I mean, all my exes were trash, so like, I don't know. Oh, okay. Actually, my last ex though, he bought me a star. Like literally, like I guess there's a website and you can like pick a star somewhere and then you can name it. And he named it my name and he gave it to me for Valentine's Day. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever, honestly. And we ate seafood boil and I loved that. What else?
Love is pain. To answer that question from KultureTapes, one thing I know about Valentine's that stayed with me is that love is pain. It's worth it and it may not be worth it. It just matters who you spend it with.
Well, is it love one day? That's I don't get it. There's some stuff that I don't get, you know. You know what I mean? No. Love exists every day, not only one day. You want to make the other person feel special, not only one day of the year. You have to make them special as much as possible. That's what I believe in. Even like Mother's Day and Father's Day, that's, to me, every day is a Mother Day, every day is Father Day. All right? So.
In my longest term relationship, so we dated for like almost 5 years, through like our, I guess, early to mid 20s. while we were dating, like I had already graduated, I had like a more like career profession. And the person I was dating was always like, in the entire time we were dating, was always a grad student. So they went from like master's student to PhD student. And so obviously like there was a bit of like income disparity there. And so I made significantly more than he did. But the one thing I will say that was really nice in that relationship is he did always make a really big effort to take me out for like a nice dinner for Valentine's Day. And again, like I'm not someone who needs anything for Valentine's Day, but you know, we were young, we wouldn't go out, we wouldn't do like anything fancy, we wouldn't go out for fancy dinners, but like once a year on Valentine's Day, he would take me somewhere really nice. And like, yeah, when I think back, I was just like, oh, like our relationship clearly was not going to work ever. There was lots about it that, you know, we were very young, very different, those sorts of things. But there are certain things that I think back to and like, oh, this person really cared about me. They were probably one of the only people I've ever dated that I felt like genuinely liked me as a person, like genuinely liked me.
My first Valentine's with her, because she didn't just think of me, she thought of my whole family. She brought me a like huge bouquet of roses, and she bought my sister, my mom, and my grandmother all something for Valentine's Day. She bought them like a single rose, but it was like a decorative one. So like I don't know, that kind of changed my view on everything.
I don't know, Valentine's Day is such a weird thing to me. I think it helped me see that like there are thoughtful people out there that will sometimes do more for you than you would do for them, or vice versa. But it's a beautiful like concept to know that somebody could love you so much. But I also feel like at the end of the day, sometimes words are just words and gestures are just gestures until there's action behind it. So it did teach me a lot about that in a positive way. I've also been loved very deeply in the past that have like really warmed my heart and my life in a lot of ways too. So I'm very grateful for those experiences.